Hey everyone, thanks for joining us. I hope all is well. So today, I know we had a few lives last week. Myself, Dave, also one of our EverTrekkers, Lee, who joined us around fitness on Tuesday last week. But we've had some really good feedback on the live, so we thought, why don't we do a regular one every week, just during the current lockdown, the current situation, so we can keep everyone positive, keep everyone going. So that when this ends, we can get back to doing what we love best, which is getting back to the mountains. So every week we'll be doing this, the EverTrekkers Tuesday tune-in, and we'll be doing regular Q&As each week, and discussing different topics. This week we've got Anuj, all the way from Kathmandu.
Hello, everyone.
Namaste.
Namaste.
So Anuj is basically our Nepal operations manager. So he manages everything on the ground, don't you, mate?
Yeah, I do. From the arrivals to the departures, like everything on the trek, I supervise it from the Kathmandu.
Yeah, busiest man in Kathmandu,
right? Normally we would be.
Hey, Brian, how's it going?
Hey, Brian. He's all the way from Kathmandu as well. Great to see you on here, mate. So yeah, it's Anuj, great to have you on, because I know you're heavily involved in Nepal. You're the man that makes things happen, and obviously you do everything on the ground. It's great to bring you on today for the Q&A. I suppose let's go straight into the current sort of situation, really. So I know that Nepal is on lockdown, isn't it? Same as in the UK.
Yeah, at the moment we are in lockdown. It's been 2 weeks, and just recently the government has extended it till the 15th of April.
Okay.
And based on the current situation, we assume that it will go further.
Yeah.
At the moment, the cases are also a bit less, but they're trying to minimize it, and based on unofficial sources, they say it'll be extended.
Yeah. Do you have many cases in Kathmandu at the moment?
We have 9 cases. One was from a student in Wuhan who was already recovered, but we had a couple of cases from say Nepalese people coming in from Europe. They came on a Qatar Airways flight on the 17th.
Yeah.
Plus we had the situation got worse when 2 days back we heard about a case of a local transmission here. So 3 more people got infected. Previously, all cases had come in from the west, Nepalese coming from the west. But then the community got it over, So that brought it a bit tense here.
Yeah, I bet, man. Bloody hell. It's mad, isn't it? Because the UK is, David, obviously, I know we're pretty much stuck in. It's pretty much the same, although not as serious as what it is. I know the police and the army are on the streets at the moment, aren't they? Or they're making sure people are not going out.
Now, the police are here, we have some timings for the shops to buy the daily essentials.
Yeah.
And in the morning and in the evening, the police are controlling it heavily. The essentials are also delivered through organizations. There are medical supplies, the water supplies, milk and everything, they have been supplied.
Yeah.
But for anything else, the government is requiring a special pass, and the police is controlling it pretty hard, I would say.
Yeah.
And it's getting stricter week after week, because I've been out slightly to assist the EverTrekkers that are currently in the country.
Yeah.
So the first week it was a kind of okay, second it was slightly strict. I could feel it myself, They were noting down the number of the vehicles,
Oh, really?
and they were my house. I had 4 stops normally, So previously, there was no stops, but later stopped me 4 times, got the number of the vehicle, asked so many questions.
Yeah, it's mad, isn't it? We got it easy over here. I mean, to be honest, potentially it might get like that because there's been a lot of issues in the UK about a lot of people sort of gathering where they shouldn't be. So it may step it up. Which if it reduces the situation, then it needs to happen. But going back to, obviously we got EverTrek is still in the country now.
Yeah.
I know we had some good news today, didn't we?
Yeah, they're all supposed to fly tomorrow 1 p.m.
Yeah.
So almost I think everyone has got their confirmation. So they'll be opening up tomorrow.
That is amazing. That is remarkable. The UK government are so quick.
Yeah.
To be fair, the Germans only managed 4 flights before we got ours, But,
I know, crazy.
Hey, Ramona, how's it going?
Hey, Ramona. I know. it took ages, didn't it? I mean, luckily the guys have been great, and we put them up in a loft, which is a fantastic hotel. They've loved it there, giving great feedback about that news. So I'm sure I know we discussed using that going forward.
Yeah.
Which would be fantastic. But yeah, I mean, they're looking forward to getting back to their families. It's one of those, they've been out there. Everyone made base camp. Who was going there. So we were super happy with that. But yeah, it's been mad, isn't it, with the trekking season? And obviously we're not going to be running any more treks now this season.
Now,
but
for this group specifically, they made the Everest Base Camp. They completed the goal because there were so many people we saw they retreated back from Namche Bazar or Tingboche, because they were all a bit scared. They were they didn't know what would happen next, But our group, the EverTrekkers, they were slightly good enough. They made the right decision. We even gave them the option, they made the right call. Yeah. They had to wait in Kathmandu slightly longer, because of the repatriation flight being slightly late. But they didn't wait in Lukla for just 1 day, So I think it was good. Had the flight been slightly 3-4 days earlier, it would have been really good. But also the group, they're really understanding. They're pretty cool. They understand the situation and they are totally happy with what is going on.
Nice. Yeah, nice. Yeah, it's been good. No, mate, it's been amazingly managed, and I know everyone's has enjoyed it as much as they can while being stuck in isolation in a nice hotel in Kathmandu with beer. So I know a few of them have been taking advantage of that.
Hey Joe, how's it going? That's one of my longest best friends. Joe is watching.
Oh, hey Joe.
I got to see you, Joe. I haven't seen you in absolutely ages. But yeah, talking about a loft, I think I do actually think it's quite important that I visit a loft, Anuj, and check out the quality of the suites and things like that they have. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, just looking at Carla there. Wow, I just Carla, I'll bring your comment in if I can. I don't know if you guys can see that, guys, but yeah, I hope you're okay. And look, thanks. You mentioned you're working in A&E. And you tested positive, so stay safe, okay? I hope you get well soon.
Yeah, exactly.
We get you back to the mountains, and
you're doing an amazing job. So yeah, hopefully you're going to recover quickly. Anuj, I know Ramona has just asked about our Sherpa friends and guides and things like that. I know everyone's really concerned about their well-being and stuff like that.
Now, all our office staffs, including the guides and the Sherpa staff, also the workers of the hotels, they are all safe. They're all back home. We did slight work, and after the group was evacuated, the second day the entire team was evacuated from Lukla, and they were sent back to their homes. And so far, they all are good.
Good.
Yeah, I think it's important. I know. Ramona, I know you've obviously been out there and you loved your guide and the staff that you were with, and just anyone that's watching at the moment, I've put the link in the description for the fundraising page we'll be doing. We've run it for about just under 3 weeks now, because we decided that we wanted to give something back to the people who the guides who don't have any work. So if you want to donate and you're watching, do go on the link, donate whatever you can. And I will be sending that money over to Nepal this month, just to support the guys when there's no trekking going on, because they rely. It's very seasonal. They've all got families. Some of them have got their own farms, places they live. They've got people to support. But obviously, if the trekking season is impacted, it's all the customers that normally go over there brings a lot of money to the area. So it's important for us to sort of give something back. I know it's a tough time in the UK, with jobs and life in general, but anything you can give would be much appreciated.
Exactly, yeah. Ramona, who was your guide, by the way? Just curious.
I think
Oh, Padam.
Okay.
Oh, it might be Padam. I don't know. If it was Padam, I know they would have experienced some dancing in the main. I'm not sure if it was, though.
Padam is a funny guy.
Yeah, man, he's a great guy.
He's a great guy. We had the pleasure of trekking with him last April, and he's such a nice guy, very experienced, and yeah, he's a good laugh, good fun.
Yeah,
good bit of banter going on there. So it's been a bit of a mad sort of few weeks here. So obviously, if you're watching, you're stuck at home, or you're stuck in Kathmandu, as some of the guys are. You're wondering on how to keep sort of active, and I do want to. I'll go back to Lee because the live we did last Tuesday was really good. If you're watching this video, do look on the other videos then. You'll see Lee's live video I did with myself, and there's some really good tips in there if you haven't seen it yet. So I highly recommend you go and have a look. Just stuff to do with keeping fit when you're at home. Dave, I know what's that app called again, Dave?
What the one? Oh, right, so you put it on me to remember.
Well, I know you're into this stuff.
Yeah, I know. Tabata. I think it's TABATA or TABAATA. Anyway, Tabata. You'll find it. No, it's really good. I've been having a crack at it myself. It's hard. It's tough. It sounds easy because the timescales that you have to do these like workouts for are not huge. So you think, oh, that'll be okay. But you've got to try and get through certain like levels to it. But yeah, it killed me the first time I tried it. So, but I would expect nothing less from Lee. Man's a savage. But he looks great, and I don't. So I'm gonna listen to him. It might be a bit early, but we've had two questions.
I know.
Looking at the three of you, are beards compulsory?
Well, for the male Yeti representatives, then no, it's not compulsory. But I think this is lockdown beard, isn't it?
Yeah. There's no one to dress up for.
Yeah.
But you're lucky I put trousers on. But someone else has asked. I haven't got their name. Sorry. I think it might be John from Brecon. You met John.
Hey, good
how old were you the first time you went to Everest Base Camp, Anush?
Sorry, what was the question again, Dave?
So how old were you the first time you went to EBC?
EBC. I was 24 when I first went to EBC, but I did my first trek to Annapurna Base Camp when I was 15.
Oh, 15. Oh, nice.
Yeah, I was studying in grade 9, So I had my finals break. I was kicking football in the backyard, and my uncle asked me, "Hey, what are you doing?" I told him I have off from school. So he asked me if I wanted to go trekking. Yeah. And then he had his friends. I still meet the guys. He's from Switzerland.
Yeah.
So I went on to accompany his son and daughter. So we went to Annapurna Base Camp.
Yeah. Nice.
I think it was 2004.
Okay.
Great. And you also been to Island Peak as well.
Yeah, Island Peak. It was in 2017. I tried to do Mera, but had to retreat back slightly above high camp, because of the weather conditions.
Yeah.
But in mountains, it's always like this.
Yeah.
The next day I came down, and the mountain was blue, the sun was shining.
Yeah.
Had I one more day, the summit would have been possible.
Man, the mountain gods can be cruel, man.
Yeah.
But at least you got down safe, eh?
Yeah.
Which is, is important. I know. Have you done Mera Peak yet?
No, it's he turned around
from the high camp.
Oh, sorry, mate. I don't know why. I was thinking. So you've reached top of Island Peak, haven't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a famous picture of you, Anuj, at the top of Island Peak, just casually enjoying a cigarette at 6,000 meters.
How'd you do that?
Didn't go viral.
Hey, really?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So now I've stopped doing it.
Yeah. Oh, good.
So some respect to the mountain gods. Many people have told me.
So really? Oh, I see. Yeah.
I know one question was, so why skydiving, Yeti?
So we've been organizing skydive quite some time, and so of course the main event is Everest Skydive. It is one of the most elite adventures in the world. We jump from a helicopter from 23,000 feet.
Yeah.
Plus, we have multiple of world records, and the biggest among them is solo landing at a height of 6,140 meters. So, which is the west pole of Mount Bottoms. So
that's in the Everest region, isn't it?
Yeah, it's in the Everest region.
Yeah. So you, how high did you jump from to land on Burunsi?
Yeah.
It was 23,500.
23,500.
It's not
but
much
the guy,
people, is it?
The team we work with here, they're all experts, world record holders from respective countries.
Yeah. And you've done the Everest skydive, needs oxygen and everything like that, right?
So I have myself done the Everest skydive and also Pokhara skydive. And here, when the skydiving season comes, everyone is asking me, calling me, because the event is slightly expensive. because of the cost here, because the entire crew has to be flown, all expenses covered. So I'm quite popular when it comes to the skydiving scene in Nepal. No?
Yeah, excellent.
I think we're going to have to do it when we're out there, Dave.
Among the very few Nepalese we have done the Everest skydive. So
yeah,
amazing. The it is very high, which I didn't pay,
Yeah, exactly. Well, perks of the job, mate. Perks of the job,
Yeah, I was thinking, someone's asked about the because I know it's obviously very time sensitive, but with when they are in the pool, can they do the skydive? I know, is it the one in Pokhara, isn't it?
Skydiving happens. It's a yearly event, like I said, entire crew members come from different parts of the world. We do it every year in November.
November, isn't it? Yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
November and so the first 2 weeks we dedicate it for the Everest area.
Yeah.
And like the second weeks we dedicate for Pokhara, because Pokhara we get a lot of people. We get around 200. Crazy.
Yeah, excellent. I know David Armo has just said that he misses Santosh.
Santosh called me today, he was like, can you get me out? Can you get me out? The boys have been asking me, like, why don't you come to meet me? I said, no.
Where's Santosh? Is he in Kathmandu now?
Yeah, he's in Kathmandu. He came
Good, yeah.
If everyone's been following, Santosh is is basically the guy that sings and plays the guitar. He's amazing.
Yeah, people go to Namche Bazaar just to see Santosh. He's more of a draw than Everest, I tell you.
Especially during the festival. I remember, was it last year? I think it was the Everest Festival, wasn't it, in Namche?
Yeah, May 29th.
May 29th, Everest Day, isn't it?
Yeah.
And I remember seeing a video of Santosh, and I think he was playing in Namche, and I was like, jealous.
Yeah. What song was he playing though? I can't remember.
It was the least popular song he sang,
Oh, really? Yeah.
Well, if you have, I know if you're in the EverTrekkers Facebook group, if you're watching and you're not in that group, it's the High Altitude EverTrekkers group on the. If you click on groups, and you're because this is live on the Facebook page, if you click on groups, you'll be able to jump over there. We did share a little video of Santosh doing Tara Summit Sita, which is one of his famous songs.
I love that famous. But
I know it has, isn't it?
He's a musician though, because he did what was it? He did the song "Visit Nepal."
Yeah.
And he almost won the whole thing, right? It almost became the national song for Visit Nepal.
He got the third position for that,
Yeah.
But if you, I don't know if you guys know about it, but this song he did it as a project while he was studying in the UK.
Oh, really?
Oh, right, really?
Yes.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I like it. My favorite song, I don't know the name of it, but it's about how he was working, peeling onions and thinking of a girl, and it made him cry.
Is that the one where he's like, aya, 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 aya? Is that the one? Yeah.
Nah, Aya is like a tragic song, I guess.
Yeah.
The song David mentioned, it's about his work. Monty's, right? I think Monty's is the oldest Nepalese restaurant in the UK.
Yeah, I know it. Yeah.
Is that the one in London?
Yeah, he used to work in one of those,
Yeah, and he'd be peeling
onions to peel and chop.
Yeah.
Funny guy, isn't he? Right, Ramona's come up with some questions, which is cool. She says she did EBC in trail shoes. Could I do the same for Annapurna when she comes back? Because she has a bit of an issue with boots. What do you reckon, Dave? You want to take this one on?
I think so, yeah. I think if you did EBC, I don't think there'd be a huge difference doing Annapurna with them. You just got to be a little bit careful when going over the loose terrain, or you don't twist an ankle or something. And but no, I know Ramona's quite experienced now. She's done, and she's basically doing every trip that we have, which is amazing. She's a star Evertrekker. But no, I think if you did EBC and you know how to look after yourself, then I think you should be fine in Annapurna with the same shoes. It's much the same difference. I mean, we can ask the man who's done both. Anush, I think that'd be.
I totally agree with David. Since he's already done the EBC with her shoes, it should not be a problem. But she has to be a bit careful, especially while coming downhill, that she doesn't twist her ankle.
Yeah, nice. I think you're right. Yeah, totally agree with the guys there. I mean, I am on the sort of side definitely of wearing boots, because you don't want to roll an ankle and it's game over for that trip. But Ramona, I think every person's different. You know yourself better than anyone else. If you did Everest in trail shoes, don't see an issue. Just like the boys said, just take it easy, really. You'd be running down anyway. I know maybe on Killy, maybe wear a little bit, some larger boots maybe. But yeah, very good question. I know. While we're on the subject of boots, then Dave.
Yeah.
I know you're a boots fan. We had some questions around what's the boot we talked about a lot last time. We talked about equipment. The one that's recommended for a lot.
The Meindl Bhutan, which is a German make. They're like a leather boot, and I've always stayed away from leather boots because I've always wanted light boots. You know, like I used to like the Gore-Tex. The Las Sportivas are good boots.
Yeah,
but they don't last very long. You know, I was getting through like a pair of boots a year, you know, with all this trekking. And then I was doing the Everest Base Camp trek in October.
Yeah.
And I met someone there that had a pair, and they had them for 11 years, you know. And so I went out and bought a pair. No, sorry, it was before that. It was April. I wore them in October, and they're brilliant. They are fantastic. The best boots I've ever had. They got like memory foam around the ankle area, you know, so comfortable and support, and doesn't like rub or anything like that. Yeah, but I've got like, I don't know, 12 pairs of trekking boots. You know, at least 12. I bought a pair of Las Sportivas in Namche just because it was a good deal. I've never worn them. You know.
Crazy. No, I second that. They're an amazing boot. Yeah, if you're looking at, you know, Everest Base Camp, any of the, I'd say if you're looking at Island Peak or Mera Peak, you probably need something a bit more really, because you need to have a boot that's a bit more rigid, so it's crampon compatible.
Yeah.
But if you're looking at like Kilimanjaro, Machu Picchu, even if you're doing Tubkal, which if you're watching, we will be launching very soon, by the way. Then yeah, those boots, I used them on Kili about a month or so ago, and I highly recommend them. Yeah, because Dave, I know we could talk about equipment all day, because Dave was like, you want me to talk, just start talking about boots. Yeah,
exactly. Yeah. Well, like I said, I'm the worst person. I got nothing else to spend my money on. You know? I'm not married. I don't have kids or anything. The only thing that I have is rucksacks and trekking boots. I think I got like 7 rucksacks. There might even be one around here somewhere. I don't know.
Oh, nice. No, guys, it's been brilliant. I mean, we got a couple more questions coming through. I just had a couple of WhatsApps popping up quite a bit. Let's have a little look. About
Ramona, congratulations on your continued recovery, and we are more than happy to help by receiving as much wine money as you want to give us.
Good old Ramona. I know the guys are sort of in the hotel at the moment. So then, I suppose just around this situation, then, I mean, Anuj, any advice you'd give someone now? I mean, while they're in isolation, preparing for a trip, is anything that you kind of share with them, off the top of your head?
Yeah, like see, for now, you know, like the situation is not that ideal, I would say. You know, like it's always good to like step back, and like I know dreams of many people like have been broken, not being able to go there, you know.
Yeah.
So basically, like what I want to say is like the mountains are still there, you know, and we really hope for a good season in autumn.
Yeah.
So like while you're home, you know, like a little bit of exercise, you know, like going running like Dave does, you know.
Yeah.
So it should be like helpful, you know, like obviously we'll come back strong. The mountains are still there, and we'll very much be happy to take you all there.
Excellent. Yeah, when they're still there, aren't they? Still there, mate. I know. We just had another question coming as well from Paul. How you doing, Paul? I hope you're well, mate. About asking about Machu Picchu. Now we were going to run. It's always, I have to be honest, with regards to the current situation, we've try to sort of navigate it as well as we can. But we've looked at the trips that we were doing. Now Nepal, it all going well, would be fine for the autumn, September, October, November. We were looking to do a trip to Machu Picchu this year. No one's on it yet. So it looks like the first trip is going to be in 2020. We've had a lot of people who have jumped on there. I think we've got 4 or 5 dates so far. So what I would do is jump on and have a little look, Paul. There's a few dates there if you're keen, mate. I'm just bringing up the database now. The first date, just bear with me a second. Yeah, so we've got April 2021, the 3rd of April. So that's kind of the first kind of big trip that we're kind of looking for Machu Picchu. It's to a new route as well, the Tomokaea route, which is they call it like the Hidden Valley. So you've got the other routes, but they are getting a little bit busy at the moment, just because of the lack of permits. You don't really need a permit, so there's no limit to the amount of people that can go on there. So we've chosen a new route to do, which is, people seem to be loving that, and we can't wait to do it ourselves.
Yeah.
It's going to be fantastic. We've got a fantastic team down there in Peru. So I hope that answers your question, Paul.
Andrew, how come you guys still have good hair?
I'll bring that in.
Yeah, I look like a Wookiee.
Well, Dave, you regularly have showers. I'm sure. you use good hair gel anyway.
Well, mate, there's no hair gel in it at the moment. It's just kind of
Really?
like, well, it's just maybe a little. I can't remember, but yeah, I don't know. Like me and good hair, it's never been ever said to me before. Like So Andrew, I appreciate the compliment, mate. It's the first one I've ever received regarding the do. Andy's got a hat on, so he's containing.
I suppose I am, cheating because I haven't really done. It's a bit like Lego hair today.
Yeah, there you go, Andrew. There you go. It's only me and Anuj with good hair.
That's why I wear a hat to try and hide it.
Yeah.
And we're on lockdown. I can't actually. I was about to say you can't get your hair cut because it's lockdown, but I actually cut my own hair. So
Andy does cut his own hair.
I know, which I know, Dave. You're always like, why? It's £10 for a haircut. Go and get a haircut.
Yeah.
To the places where you can get your haircut, right, Dave?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Andy forgot the word for barber one time, so he said, "I'm going to go to a building that cuts hair."
Sorry, Paul. Talk a little bit more about Machu Picchu, and looking at the trip we've done. It's actually 11 days. So basically, when you're out there, 11. You've got the departure day, so 12 days. But yeah, we've incorporated a few little bits. The trekking's only for 5 days, but you've got days around Cusco. You've also got we did a bit of cycling for 1 day as well, just to get acclimatized. So we actually hire some bikes and go out and do some. There's a little region there not far from Cusco, just for a day. So yeah, it's a really good trip, mate. Definitely check out the website if you haven't yet. Download the guide as well, the Machu Picchu there. So it gives you all the information you need to know, Paul. I hope that helps. Hugh Deloyd as well, good friend of mine, also my dentist, but he's a great guy, and I know it's obviously difficult because he's a dentist at the moment. He's obviously had to, I don't know, Hugh, in terms of shutting down the practice, mate. But I hope you're okay anyway, and we're keeping you entertained. I'd be good to have a catch up with a beer, mate, when this is all over for sure. But I've been spending years to try and get Hugh out on a trek, but he's just always too busy.
Yeah, same year, mate. Same year. Mate, I'm actually going back to do EBC next April, Anuj.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that'll be good. I'll also join you.
Yeah, I told a good friend of mine. He was like, "Oh, I think I want to do it," and I was like, "Mate, do it. If you book, I'll go with you." I didn't expect him to book,
Yeah.
So he's booked a trip. So yeah, end of April next year.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
5
now,
days.
I think I also need to go to the mountains now.
Yeah, exactly. Well, mate, unfortunately, you had to cancel a 3 Peaks trip, right?
Yeah, I had to.
Yeah, because you were in Namche, weren't you? Were you in Namche?
Yeah, I was in Namche. I stayed there for a couple of days. Went up to Thane, and I came back.
Yeah.
It was the first time I walked Namche to Tukla, David.
Oh, really? Oh, yeah, because
instead of the helicopter.
Yeah.
Anuj normally just makes a quick phone call, and I benefited from that last time I was in Namche with Anuj. I was like, yeah, he ain't walking down. I know he ain't walking down. So I jumped in the chopper with him.
Was that when we were there last April?
I finished it off in like 6.5 hours.
That's
really
good.
That's good. Really good. That's really good. It takes me about 9 hours to get there.
I was kind of a lone trekker, I was running downhill till Jorsale. I managed like 1 hour 50 minutes.
Really?
Amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go. Cheers, Paul. I hope all is good, mate, with you anyway, and we'll definitely get you on that one. Let's have it, doing 3 Peaks this summer. Yeah, Ramona again. I know, Ramona, you've asked a few questions today. Yeah, it's a bit difficult at the moment, isn't it? Because I know the 3 Peaks was basically the 3 Peaks Challenge, guys, is basically the 3 biggest mountains in the UK. So normally people do it for charity, and there's other ones like I know is it the Yorkshire Peaks? You could do the Welsh 3 Peaks as well. So basically, it's the 3 highest peaks in the national park or the country. But I think everything at the moment, as you know, is sort of cancelled or being rescheduled. So I'm not sure yet, Ramona. I mean, we'd love to participate anyway. We're not organising anything ourselves from that perspective.
Well, we've got a training weekend in August, which we're hoping is going to go ahead.
Yeah.
So up in Brecon. Anuj, if you want to join us, come over to Wales.
Yeah, like if the situation goes good, I'm sure to come in August.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So we're doing a training weekend, which is just in Brecon. We go over technically 3 small mountains: Corndy, Pennyvan, and Cribben.
Yeah.
So yeah, that'd be pretty good. Fingers crossed we can do that. We had to cancel the last one, which was a bit gutting, but
yeah. Well, small mountains for you, but there are big ones in Wales.
Oh yeah,
they're only
they're huge.
They're huge for us.
The biggest mountain in Wales is not even as high as Kathmandu. It's 900 meters at sea level.
You go up to 1,000.
Yeah, but hang on, but it starts at sea level almost. So 900 meters straight up, so not bad.
It's still a toughie, isn't it? But yeah, Anuj, look, obviously it's been great catching up today. With talking about things in Kathmandu and Nepal, and just to reiterate, everyone who's watching, if you do want to support, the Nepal staff, we do have the fundraising page in the comments, not the comments, in the description. I just want to talk about something as well. We've mentioned